On the 26th of April 1986, I was 7 years old, and it was the Chernobyl accident had just happened. It was the first international news that I kind of remember, and it made a huge impression and impact on my life because we were told we could not go outside and eat these grass straws outside the house. And it was also when I became aware of this huge world outside of Norway and how we're all interconnected in a way.
When I was about 10 years old, there was an Ghanaian exchange student coming to our house very unexpectedly, selling paintings or pictures of lions and other exotic animals. And I thought this was really cool. And I thought after that, wow, maybe I could do the same. Maybe I could go abroad when I become older and to explore the world just like he did. And 15 years later, I went to South Africa to study and wrote a master's degree about Rwanda and the history of Rwanda.
It's very important for employees at USN to cooperate with other universities. I think that the cooperation is quite extensive already, but it can be developed further.
I believe that we need internationalization. We need to be able to learn from each other because the way we do it might not be the best way, and we can learn from other points of views and be better as a whole.
You are getting known to other ways of thinking, other ways of doing things, other methods that they are using, other angles to things. And I think that quality of research, quality of teaching can be improved step by step by learning from others.
It's so obvious. I think there are only benefits. Working together across borders, it's only positive. You learn good practice from other institutions. You learn different ways of working.
Every travel you do or every project you are in, it increases your personal development, it increases your competence level, and you can add it to your CV.
You have a lot to learn by participating in international projects, cooperating with the students and also academic and administrative staff from other countries. It has given me a lot as a person, all this international experience.
I think you are challenged to open up a bit, both in your more professional way of thinking, but also in how you meet other people. Sometimes you just have to kind of lean back and let things happen and listen. We have a lot of opportunities to go abroad. I don't think we are good enough to use them. I don't think we are eager enough to use them. It gives an added value also for your teaching and for your research to experience other universities, other cultures, other countries. And it also gives a kind of perspective on your own work, in your own daily life.
People have to question themselves. You have to question your own biases. You have to question, why do we think the way we do? You need to develop and educate young people for a global reality. Younger people today have a lot more exposure to the global community than I did when I grew up. The technology enables communication across borders, across the world, much better now than previously. So that alone is a reason to engage internationally, because the generations that are coming have much more of this exposure. We lag behind if we don't do it.
The teacher education today is good, but I think the quality can be increased through internationalization and to bring in perspectives from different countries, from different universities, and also to give students the possibility to go abroad to get new insights and to gain new inspiration for their own work back in Norway.
We've also had academic staff from the Universitetet come to both attend our courses but also work in our courses. So they contribute by bringing in very current issues. They bring it from an academic perspective, and we get an insight into perspectives that you otherwise in many cases wouldn't get.
I think the professors that do the teaching, they also feel they get a lot from the students because they meet other challenges and other questions than from the Norwegian students.
The personal experience, the friends you make, the network, it's priceless, and it's something that you carry with you for the rest of your life.
I met so many nice people and skilled people and positive people, and of course that's even when things are challenging, people are working together and they are responding.
I've been working with the USN for many years. We joined the same Nordic Baltic network. The collaboration is ongoing. We constantly develop new intensive courses and other development projects to try to promote student and teacher exchanges. It is the feeling of a family. Even if we have this professional level, we are also really, on a personal level, very engaged.
The memories I have with Helge and Charlotta, it's always having such nice conversations together. And we can speak about serious matters, but we can also deal with, some lighter topics. But that's what we want to create from the start. When we have a project, it's an atmosphere between the people. So before you want them to cooperate on a project, I think it's important to have this team building, team spirit.
You meet people that you will, I think, have as friends for the rest of your life, and that's nice.
If I know that I can inspire someone and that I can give and share some of the knowledge that I have with the colleagues, that's very motivating for me. And also I find a great motivation when I hear from students that have been involved in our projects, when they can tell that this has been a very life-changing experience for them. That really motivates me.
I knew Annie for last 5 years, so starting from 2015. And starting from this year, we developed our friendship and partnership between universities. This is not only like cooperation to work, it's also cooperation for friendship and to exchange our culture. It helps to our local communities to understand that people in the globe are the same as we are. So they can understand your mentality, your culture, and they can work together and they can help and support them. We are really proud of our international cooperation we have.
I am motivated by students that are happy, that are satisfied with what they have experienced.
You can see such differences between students who have chosen to, for example, study abroad for a semester and those who have not. They come back and they have grown as a person, or those who decide to participate in one of our international projects. They are exhilarated and they have created networks for life. And it's the same if you do research internationally. I think, isolating yourself in your own little chamber and your own country and not being open towards the world I think it's something that you need to do in the future, and I think it's really important that it is a part of a university strategy.
I find it extremely interesting that we make it possible for students to go for one full semester from USN to India, to Pune, to study like an Indian student.
Last year, 4 USN student was at Pune and in the School of Education. And they learn a lot of interesting things like yoga education, Indian music and Indian dance, and their own subject of learning educational philosophy of Indian philosophers and all this. Not only the student, but also the teachers. Also, they are getting excellent ideas from student, and the teachers get the opportunity to teach a multicultural classroom now due to adding of the student from the European countries.
When considering to start an international project, everything is in the planning process. That's where you make your foundation, and that will affect the entire project.
Cooperation with the international office is crucial, and it's very good to know that you can find support and assistance on the administrative level as well.
My experience with the international office is just fantastic. I think they are so service-minded, they do whatever they can.
I think it's important for us to have an international office because they know the rules, all the restrictions, the guidelines, and of course for the students coming here, it's also really important.
It's important to have the international office because they can remind our leadership every day that internationalization is important and we need that voice.
I'm really thankful to be able to do what I do because I get to experience other cultures that I would not necessarily experience if I did not do the work that I do. I'm really motivated by meeting other cultures and learning from other cultures.
Just do it. Don't even think twice. You know, you will have a lifetime experiences.
I have a dream. I want to stay in India for some months to work there. So I hope once I will be able to do that. And I think if I had been a young student today, I would have loved to go abroad. But of course now I also have a family and it's kind of harder to go away. But I hope to be able to do it for some months. It would be really nice.
My advice to those who are planning to do some project across the border, it doesn't have to be to US, it can be Sweden or Denmark, that is just do it. Don't hesitate. I have seen too many academics and also students that are very hesitant or afraid or reluctant to this. But when they have taken the step, they are happy. So do what you can manage, because I understand that people have different family situations in many ways and also are not that much interested, but I think you will profit from doing some internationalization, and I'm sure that also some will go on doing that because it's so interesting.